What's going on, guys? I'm Chris.
I'm Trevor, and welcome back to the Film Saga podcast. You can finish off. Sorry, I had to cut you off there.
A place where two film geeks are here to keep you stocked up on film content. We're still working on that intro. I promise we will get it down to a T for you guys one day. One day it's
going to happen. And you guys can find us wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere else. Where other podcast streams are that people use? Google Podcasts. I don't know what else people
Anchor,
use.
Podbean, like anything.
Yeah, all those things. And you can find the video version of our podcast over on the Film Stocked YouTube channel. This is episode number 5. Been over a month of us doing this, dude. I can't believe it. Craziness. Crazy times.
It is episode 5, and it's flown by so far. I'm excited to see where this thing goes in the future because we have so many plans, but that's neither here nor there. I'm ready to get into today's episode, man. We have some cool things to talk about, but I think we need to address something up front first.
Yeah, exactly. We want to say we're offering our condolences and just hope that the Boseman family can get through this really tough and challenging time. Chadwick Boseman was a force on and off the screen. If you watch all the videos of him with his fans, dude, it just showed what kind of person he really was. How you interact off the camera really shows. And it's terribly sad. And he was fighting a battle none of us knew anything about. And rest in power, rest in peace to King T'Challa himself, man. It's heartbreaking news. I felt really weird about it for the whole weekend. I didn't feel good about it. Yeah,
it's really hard to process. I was watching a movie and I got on Twitter after and I saw it and I didn't believe it at first because it felt so unreal. Anytime a celebrity or anyone passes away, it usually feels like that. It's very hard for me to process and get through. But I think that he would want everyone to keep moving, continue to cherish his work, and it's very, very, very sad times. But Wakanda forever, I'm sure, and he would want us to say and keep on keeping on as hard as it is.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. Wakanda forever, and ABC I know is doing a tribute for Black Panther tonight, and they're doing a whole thing for him, and it's really sweet. It's really awesome. And LeBron James did the Wakanda forever before his game last night, so definitely his impact was unmeasurable, and he will be missed. He really will. So rest in peace, Wakanda forever. So. I felt we had to just address that because we're big fans of the guy. 42 is my favorite movie of his, so wanted to just address that in the beginning of the show. I know everyone's grieving differently, but rest in peace, as we said.
Yeah. But there's really no good transition for that. It's tragic.
There isn't, yeah.
It's just the way that it is. But there was a Marvel movie that came out that we both saw in theaters. As theaters are now open again, we went both saw The New Mutants. Yeah, kind of open. Depends on the state you're in. The New Mutants. And we both put out reviews. We actually did a spoiler review together for it. And we're going to give our thoughts yet again because I feel like it's something we should talk about. Trevor, I'll let you go first because The New Mutants, man. The New Mutants.
Yeah. The New Mutants was fine for me. I know we're an opposite spectrum here and there, but it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. I wasn't expecting a good movie, if I'm being quite honest. And I feel part of my experience was tainted just because I saw all the drive-ins and the moon was so goddamn bright. Literally, dude, I could barely see. The movie's mostly dark. I could barely see the screen sometimes. I was like, what the hell is happening? So that might have been a problem, but script isn't very good. The acting is just buns with I'm not trying to single out anyone, but the lead girl is just not the best. I thought the third act was cool, but as you described it with this ginormous bear coming in and all this stupid stuff, it didn't sound right. It didn't sound it's not that great of a movie. It's not the worst of the year, but it's not the best, it's definitely probably a lower tier for sure.
I already kind of forgot that I saw the movie. Going back to the theater is a very cool experience, but the movie itself was so bland, forgettable, cheesy. I've talked about it to death almost. We talked about it on the spoiler review, as I mentioned, and really got to sink our teeth into it there, almost like the bear did in the last act of the movie. But it's just I don't know what they were thinking with this movie. I think the main draw for me was the delay. It was in production hell, limbo, as everyone has said. It was supposed to come out in 2018. And I was in a completely different phase of life back then. I was still in high school. That's crazy. Yeah. First trailer for this movie came out in 2017. That was years ago. And now we've finally seen the movie.
Yeah, if we talk about that trailer for a second, that trailer was terrifying. Like it was like that first trailer. I was like jumping. I was like, "What is this? This looks terrifying." I was so scared from the trailer. I was like, "Okay, this movie's gonna be pretty dope." And I wasn't into horror movies that much in 2017 as I am now. So it looks. If you watch the first trailer, this is a complete different movie. A complete different movie, dude. Like it's like you watch the trailers, you're like, there's no way this is the same movie. I rewatched all the X-Men movies this past week, last couple of days, and like I love the X-Men franchise. I think it's a top 5, maybe top 4 favorite franchises for me.
Okay.
But the New Mutants and Dark Phoenix, I didn't think was all that bad, but New Mutants is definitely my least favorite of all of them. Out of all 13 X-Men movies, this is definitely down there. And I like X-Men Origins. For everyone who didn't know that, I'm a big fan of that movie.
Yeah. I've seen that movie more than I'm proud to say. I've actually used to watch that a lot as like a kid, but something didn't feel right even then, like the Blob and all that. Did
you just call me Blob? Oh my gosh.
Deadpool in that movie is an atrocity, and I love how they acknowledge that in Deadpool 2, but that's beside the point. New Mutants is just not a horror movie, and that's an issue I have with it. It's not a horror movie, and it was marketed as a horror movie, and it's simply not a horror movie. There's like 2 horrific elements, if you want to even call it that, where it's sort of creepy, but they're gone just like that, and it goes right back to another cheesy action scene with not even the best dialogue at all. Like the dialogue's an issue. Like this movie is a mess. I feel like a lot of people are just being nice to it because they're like, oh, it's the New Mutants. Like I don't want to be too mean to it. But truth be told, I can't even think of much I like besides maybe some flashback scenes. Other than that, the movie is just it's disastrous to me. And I don't even hate it. It just like as a movie, it's not very good.
Yeah, I can agree it's not very good, but I think I just hold a special place in my heart for X-Men, which is like something I really found out these last couple of days as I was rewatching all these movies. I was like, I really dig this franchise. So that's why I think I couldn't hate it. But I mean, the chemistry from the acting, they had a good cast. Like Anna Taylor-Joy from Split and Unbreakable. You have Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones. I mean, dude, cast is great. Cast was meant to be like a fantastic movie, like for young stars and stuff, the guy from Stranger Things you like, but if I'm being really honest, the one person who brought it down was Dr. Reyes, the main lady who ran the place. She was buns, not even just buns. Like she was like, dude, it was so bad. I was like, oh my God, really? Like, how are you getting paid to do this? I always think how everyone says how hard it is to make it in Hollywood, which it is, but how come there's so much trash actors out there? I don't know. Sorry, TED Talk.
Yeah, we kind of spoiled some of New Mutants, but I feel like most people who are going to see New Mutants in this that are listening have probably seen it. Like we mentioned a few things about the end. We haven't spoiled it too much.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really. Yeah, we didn't give away like the ending. Like, there's a bear in the movie. I'm sure you can see that from the trailer. It's stupid. It is what it is.
I honestly. New Mutants is not good to me. I'm honestly getting tired of talking about it.
Yeah, so, I am too.
I genuinely am. Yeah. I'm so sorry for anyone who had to listen to us talk about that.
Yeah,
I'm just not a fan of this movie.
So I just got a notification on my computer, and we were talking about this before the podcast, but every one of our fellow creators out there, are you guys getting these ladies who are commenting like I'm lonely, all these things on your videos?
Yeah, what is that? Like
I want to talk about it.
I just got another me so uncomfortable. Yeah, like I'll get these spam comments on my YouTube videos, and it's like sex bots or something. And I think Sean Chandler even like addressed it on Twitter. Like, what is this? Yeah. Every single person that I know is getting like spam comments like this. So I just block them and then remove them. But you kind of played games with them a little bit, didn't you?
A little bit. I like to have fun. And I guess someone talks trash or anything. I'm not like that. Shut up.
I know. No, I was saying like you're taking a shot at me. I don't like to have fun. No, I'm just
oh God. Yeah. I was saying, like, she said, I'm alone with a sad face and hard eyes. And I replied, I don't care with the same sad eyes and the same sad face and same hard eyes. Yeah. But it's like, I don't know where they're coming from. I got a text the other day on my phone, like, hey, Trevor, long time no see. Like I was telling you before the show. And I was like, hey, Trevor, long time no see. Like, how's everything going? I thought it was a high school friend. And it's like, I'm lonely. You want to hang out? And I was like, whoa. Yeah, this went in a complete different direction than I was expecting. So we hung out. We had pizza. It's all good. We had some fun. I'm totally kidding. It's a bad joke. I'm sorry. I just want to point that out because it literally popped on my computer like right now. I was like, what the frick, dude? So
yeah,
they're everywhere.
Why are those a thing? I don't know. What else could we expect from this year? This year's insane. And it's still got a lot of time left in it. But but there is one thing. There is a bright light at the end of the tunnel. And it's called Tenet. And it's Christopher Nolan's new movie. And I'm seeing it the day this podcast comes out. So tomorrow, the day we're recording, I cannot wait.
Yeah, this afternoon, technically, if people are listening right now, this afternoon, Chris Bowie from Fieldstock is seeing Tenet like a bastard, dude. I can't see it till Thursday at least. I'm so butthurt about it and like just bummed out, and it's breaking my heart slowly but surely because like everyone's seen it already. There's so many people reviews because it's released everywhere in the world, but like I'm trying to stick away from reviews and people's thoughts so it doesn't taint my thoughts. But definitely excited for you, dude. You're an ass for sure.
Yeah, I know I am. I just am. But it's weird that they're not doing early screenings anywhere. Because I know that like where you live, I know California, a lot is going on over there right now. Not just like the pandemic, like the wildfires and everything. But it's just terrible. Like I feel like because Fandango is doing like early access screenings. I just figured that I'm seeing it at a theater, not even an AMC or like a Regal. It's University 16 Cinemas, like Georgia Theater Company. So it's like just in Georgia, and they're still showing it. So that's just weird to me. I figured that you would be able to see it early.
Well, so I only have the drive-ins open here. It's only theaters that are open. And then this week, one theater is reportedly trying to open, which is I'm in Sacramento, or I'm in outside Sacramento, but it's about an hour away from me if I wanted to go see it, like a 55-minute drive on if I want to go see it in a theater. But like I don't know if it's worth it. I don't want to get there and it's like closed. But like I know like a lot of people are seeing it tomorrow. Like majority people I follow on YouTube are like tomorrow night. Like you, Jaron, I know the big guys, Austin Burke and all them, they're going to see it mañana. And I'm just so jealous. And here's old Trev seeing it at freaking 8:30 on Thursday like a dummy because of the drive-ins, man. I can't complain. I'm still going to go see a new movie. But like, let's talk about this for a second. Like, are you excited, nervous, held back? How do you feel?
So I always feel this way when like a big time director releases a new movie. Last year when Tarantino dropped Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I was nervous. There were a lot of anxiety and nerves inside me before I saw it because I love Brad Pitt and Leo and Margot Robbie, and it's a Tarantino movie. So I told myself, there's no way I'm not going to like this movie. The reviews were similar to Tenet. It was positive, but more mixed. Some people were like, it's just too long and boring, but I ended up loving Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's probably top tier Tarantino for me now. Yep. As far as rewatchability goes, I've seen it just as much as the other Tarantino movies, honestly. Yeah. But with this one, like, it feels so weird because of the current time we're in. It's like, am I really going to see a Christopher Nolan movie tomorrow? Especially one that has been delayed a few times. One that I was supposed to see back in July. July was the original release date, right? Yeah. And they held their ground. Tenet held their ground for like as long as it could. And it was one of the last ones to get pushed. But yeah, I'm excited, definitely. It's a new Christopher Nolan movie. He's made Inception, the Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar, all these great movies, Dunkirk. But I don't know. Like, I just don't know. It's a very weird feeling, man. Like, I'm excited, but I'm anxious. I don't know what it's even really about. And that's a great part about it. It's 2.5 hours. I know it's going to be epic. I hope there's like some big reveal or twist because that's what I expect from a Nolan movie of this statue or whatever. I can't speak English, but I'm excited. Yeah.
No, I can 100% attest to that. And I haven't seen a Nolan movie in theaters since Dark Knight, 2008 or 2009. I haven't seen. I announced it last week on a podcast, but I have not seen all of Inception. I watched it on DVD years ago, never finished it. Didn't see Dark Knight Rises, which I love. Dark Knight Rises. Interstellar is my favorite Nolan movie. Never saw that. I saw The Prestige first time this year. Yeah. Haven't seen Dunkirk. I own it. It's right there behind me for the video version people watching. I gotta watch that. Inception, Insomnia, and Following. Right. I think that's what I have to watch. In Inception.
And have you seen Memento too?
Ah, son of a.
You have some Nolan homework, man. You've got Nolan homework to do. A lot.
I was gonna try to binge the Boys season 1 this week, so I can be ready for season 2 this weekend. But I was like, ain't no way, dude. I got like 5 Nolan movies to watch, and those take a lot out of you.
Oh yeah, like you can't. Yeah. I watched them.
You can't just watch them
all for the first time leading up to Dunkirk. The ones I hadn't seen at that time. The only ones I hadn't seen were Following, Insomnia, Memento. And I think that's it. I could be wrong. But yeah, I'd seen most of them before. Like, I grew up, obviously, Dark Knight. I would see The Dark Knight Rises in theaters. Didn't see The Dark Knight in theaters, sadly. So the experience, I think, would be awesome in IMAX to go back if they ever re-release it.
I'm surprised they haven't. Like, they released Inception. Like, why not? Dark Knight's is the most beloved movie, I feel, besides Inception. I
guess we'll have to wait until 2028 for the 20 years. Did they re-release it for the 10 years? Because 2018 would have been 10 years.
Maybe they did.
What's 15 years? 2023?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
maybe we'll see it in a few years. So who knows?
Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I used to love Nolan. He's my favorite filmmaker of all time. But like, I haven't seen half his movies. You know, I haven't seen apparently his best one. But Interstellar right now is my favorite Nolan movie. But I guess I don't know. I'm honestly not that excited because like of the place I have to see it. Like the drive-ins is good. Don't get me wrong, but like it's not a theater. If that makes sense. Like I'm not complaining about seeing it. Yeah, I'm not complaining about seeing it. Yeah.
I've only been to the drive-in twice down in South Georgia where my grandpa lives. I saw Star Trek Into Darkness and Ant-Man. And they were both good experiences, but at the same time, I feel like I didn't process everything that I didn't catch everything I could have caught because of the drive-in. I don't know. I can't focus on the movie as much for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm in a car and I'm not used to watching a movie through like a window in a car because I usually like sit in the front seat and watch the movie. It's just weird. It's a weird feeling. Like I'm not against it. I probably will try and see some more movies in the drive-in eventually.
Yeah.
But it's very strange, man. It is.
No, for sure. Like I said, I'm enjoying going to drive-ins. I get excited. Like I was excited to see the New Mutants, but like, say you text me or you Snapchat me, I can just check it because I'm in the car. Yeah. Like I can not pay attention to the movie for a couple minutes, and like I normally don't do that, but like in the car, it's like, and New Mutants wasn't much you could miss anyway, but like. Tenet, everyone says it's a really confusing movie, and like there's distractions. People hit the brake lights and right in front of you. Happened to me and my girlfriend twice. Red ass lights, boom, right in your eyes. You're like, oh my god, it just blinds you. Like I want to get there, and I am seeing it by myself. And I might park front row, and so I can just in my truck. No one's in front of me. It's just me watching this freaking movie, trying to pay attention to it. I'm excited for it, you know, and it always makes for good content. And you can review it, spoiler review, ranking, you know.
Nolan ranking, all that, yeah.
Join the crowd. And I guess I can should we announce that now, what we're doing next week for the podcast, or no?
I say we save that for the end because I have something that I remember we wanted to talk about that I just thought of for some reason. Nice. 2020, we have about September, October, November, December. 4 months left, right?
Yeah.
September, October, 4 months left. And if movie theaters continue reopening as they look like they are, we're gonna end up getting new releases this year. So I figured Trevor and I could give like 5 movies that were the most anticipated for the rest of the year.
Let's do it.
Because I really wanted to talk about this, like, because I know that we all had our anticipated videos at the beginning of the year that went straight to hell in March.
No kidding, go on.
They literally did. Go back and watch those videos on anyone's channel. It's hilarious. Yeah. Like I would have seen half those by now. But anticipated. I'm gonna go to IMDb right now. I'm going to look at what the release schedule is because I'm very uncertain. Soon. Yeah, coming soon. I know one that I want to talk about is that I believe will definitely hit theaters is Wonder Woman 84. Wonder Woman 1984.
So I wonder do you think Tenet's going to do good at the box office or no?
It's interesting. Like, I don't know. I know that theaters are not full capacity. They have a lot of screenings. I checked, and they're even doing like 30% off at certain times. Like if you go early, I know, like 3 p.m. or noon, it's like cheaper even. I don't know. I think that we're going to see a Blu-ray release for Tenet, like not soon, but probably sooner than normal.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited for. Before we get into this, I'm excited for because I could go to Best Buy. There ain't nothing there, dude. No new movies. Yeah. I'm like, why is there no new? I'm like, oh wait, nothing's come out this year. I bought every movie that I've seen this year, pretty much. Invisible Man, The Way Back, Birds of Prey. I own them all. I'm like, God, this sucks. I think Wonder Woman, I think they're all going to come out, but like, I think Tenet is a big guinea pig. I think New Mutants did like 7 million, which honestly seemed about right because no one wanted to see that anyway. Yeah.
And is that even, how much what was the budget for that? Probably 15, 20 million. Like there wasn't that. I mean, there's probably pretty expensive now that I think about it, but it wasn't huge probably. But I didn't see that. Is that the report? 7 million? That's like opening weekend figures for it?
That's what's Sean Chandler retweeted, and I was looking at it, like 7 million. It had a bunch of weird numbers. I was like, but it said 7 million, I'm pretty sure. I'm looking at New Mutants budget right now.
I think New Mutants will go to like probably VOD, like a premium VOD thing.
Yeah.
If that's true, that's bonkers.
Yeah, no, I figured it was because like they do have a lot of effects in there, man. Yeah. So that was for the video version people just saw, but it says right here when I looked it up that the New Mutants budget was 100 million, and that's about right. It's a comic book movie. It's supposed to be a lot of epic action, and like no matter how bad it looks, I'm still think it's expensive to make it. So that is That's crazy. That's really crazy. But as for movies that I'm really excited for,
yeah, I sorry to cut in real quick. I went on IMDb. It says worldwide gross as of right now is 9,900,000. Domestic was 7 million. Opening weekend 7 million for New Mutants. So
which I think honestly is kind of accurate. Like it's about right.
Yeah, I don't know if that movie was going to do maybe 15 million, maybe 15 million if there was no pandemic. Honestly, like it's just not as appealing as like even Dark Phoenix probably did better, way better because it has like a familiar cast and crew, like from the earlier X-Men films, you know. But yeah, who knows?
I think Dark Phoenix Woman, though, still didn't do that good. I think Dark Phoenix only did like maybe 20 million opening weekend.
That's the only X-Men movie I've never seen. Dark Phoenix.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but Wonder Woman 84 is probably in my top 5 anticipated for the rest of the year, just because we've seen footage from it. It's a movie. It's a Wonder Woman sequel. I really dig the first Wonder Woman. Slated for October 2nd, and I firmly believe that could come out. But I will say this: I haven't mentioned this. I think Tenet's box office success will be huge to see if these movies come out, and then I will also say Mulan's success. That will be a major teller of whether or not we see Disney do that premium VOD release with Soul or with Black Widow.
I'm letting you know right now they will not. No way, no. Not Black Widow or Soul, not to it. Mulan, I feel, I don't know. I just don't think so. At least, like, I'm gonna rent Mulan on Friday. Like, I am. Like, everyone. Like, if I'm justifying it as like, if my girlfriend and I go to the movie theater, it's gonna cost us $26, $27 for both our tickets anyway. Yeah. So what's $30 I could watch it at home. If I want, my family could have friends over and family over to watch it with me. Like, it's not that big of a deal for me, you know? And like parents who were complaining about it, it's like, if you went to the theater with your kids, say you had 2 kids and 2 parents, you're like $40 something for tickets. I'm like, it's cheaper. And now you don't have to spend the extra money on snacks and everything. Get some popcorn, get some Dollar Tree stuff and go to your house. Like, it's a win for those people, but it's not gonna make a lot of money. I don't think it is. Tenet is our big guinea pig here, I feel. Yeah. Like big time. But I'm looking at this like release schedule for IMDb, and there's movies I'm excited for, but like so many are moved to next year. Like Wonder Woman 1984, I'm obviously excited for. Then I obviously Black Widow, probably my most anticipated for the rest of the year. Or No Time to Die and Soul, both will be dope. That comes out right around Thanksgiving.
Is No Time to Die coming out this year? I saw a report it might be moved to next summer. Is that like, has that been updated on IMDb yet?
IMDb right now says November 20th, so I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. And so does Soul. But then if you go down here, December 1st, Spider-Man 4 fan film. Got it. It's a fan film. Weird.
Yeah, I thought it was Spider-Man 4.
Okay. Yeah. And then you have Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds, which will be cool. I guess it looks interesting. Dune in it too. Yeah, Dune, which everyone's excited for. I haven't seen Dune. I actually don't know anything about Dune. We're supposed to be getting a trailer soon. See what I did there?
Dune excites me because I think we're getting a trailer before 10. I think some theaters might have like a sneak peek. I think.
You should be seeing the trailer tomorrow night, I believe.
That's wild. And I'm seeing it not on IMAX, but GTX Extreme, which is like a bigger screen. It's not IMAX though, but it's bigger than the normal screen. So like it will still be pretty cool. I'm getting excited now, man. I hope I see some Dune footage.
That'd be awesome. And Timothée Chalamet's my favorite working actor. So like, and he's like the main lead in this, you know. And you have Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, Zendaya's in there a little bit. The cast for this is looking stellar. And then you also have West Side Story coming to America too.
Let's talk about West Side Story real quick. Is that movie going to come out this year? It's weird to me that a movie directed by Spielberg, a remake of a Best Picture winner musical, has been talked about, but we haven't even. It comes out in December, and there has not been any trailers. It's weird to me. Like even In the Heights, that musical that was going to come out this summer with Anthony Ramos, that got a trailer way before its release. Like I just figured we would see some footage by now. It's not that far away.
So I think the reason for it I don't think they want to release a footage. Until we know for sure movie theaters and everything's going to stay open. I don't think they want to get people too excited yet. I think they want to let a couple movies play out, and then October comes in, they start marketing it heavy and everything like that. I don't know exactly about the Ansel Elgort drama, but I know there was drama there too. So maybe there's something that's holding them back as well. I try to stick out of the drama side of things, so I don't know exactly what that's about, or I don't know enough to comment on it. But for the rest of this year, like I'm looking at these releases, like obviously there's some good movies, but like, are they going to cancel the Oscars next year? Like I know they moved it to April, but like I'm like, what? Why move to April? What movie's going to come out until then? Next year is gonna mess it up for everything else. But I'm like, what movie? Right now, who's going to get nominated for Best Actor? Ben Affleck for The Way Back. That's the only pick I have.
I can't really think of much, man. I know Elizabeth Moss would probably win Best Actress if it happened right now. If I had to,
should, no
she
matter
probably
what.
would.
She is great. Yes.
Possibly, it's tough. Maybe someone from Tenet. I doubt that the performance from that movie is going to get nominated. The French Dispatch is a new Wes Anderson movie. It comes out October 15th, I think, unless they moved that and I'm wrong. It's saying here October 15th, but I think that might have been moved to next year. Either way, that movie will make noise at the Oscars. It's Wes Anderson. It's got a loaded cast with Edward Norton, Saoirse Ronan, Elizabeth Moss, Bill Murray, Timothée Chalamet, Tilda Swinton, Willem Dafoe, Christoph Waltz, Owen Wilson, Benicio del Toro, Adrian Brody, his lead scriber, Frances McDormand. That movie is loaded, and most of Wes Anderson's films are. But whenever that does come out, I think that's going to probably get a Best Picture nom. But if it comes out this year, I'll see it in theaters. I'll probably end up seeing it regardless. I like Grand Budapest. I want to watch more of that guy's movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Wes Anderson movie.
Very quirky, man. Like very unique, and like I feel like it's hit or miss. Like you're either gonna love it or hate it. And I liked Grand Budapest, but I hear that like I know people who like that but don't like his other stuff.
Huh. I'll have to check him out, I guess. I saw that trailer, I was not about the French Dispatch. Yeah. I wasn't intrigued. I haven't seen West Side Story. I haven't seen the original, so I definitely need to go back and see that. But I don't know. It's just a weird year. I know. I'm probably give top 5. So we talked about giving top 5. We haven't. I would say number 1, Black Widow. I'm honestly really excited for it. I'm probably my most excited I am for anything in Phase 4, just because we've seen stuff from it. Number 2, I'll say Soul. I think Soul is going to be beautiful. I'm so excited for it. Number 3, I'll say Wonder Woman 84. Number 4, I'll probably do No Time to Die. Then number 5, honestly, I'm going to say Free Guy until I see a trailer for Dune, because I don't know anything about Dune. So there's my 5. Free Guy, Soul, No Time to Die, Black Widow, Wonder Woman 84.
Very nice. We're going to have some similar picks here. I think that number 1 for me would probably be Black Widow. I saw the trailer again before New Mutants, and wow. Like, I just can't wait to see that movie. I think it's going to...
Exactly, huh?
I can't wait. A new MCU movie just gets me so pumped. So I'll go with that.
No kidding. Yeah.
And then I'll probably go No Time to Die, because I cannot wait to see Daniel Craig's final Bond film. Love Casino Royale and Skyfall. Spectre and Quantum of Solace are still entertaining movies to me. Then I'd probably say Soul, because new Pixar, and it very much Inside Out vibes, like very, very similar to Inside Out, which I really enjoy. I know you're not as big of a fan of that one. You're not? Yeah. Which is fine. To each their own. But 84, Wonder Woman 84 would be next for me. I love the first Wonder Woman, so that's exciting. And then I'd probably say Dune could easily skyrocket to the number 1 spot if the footage is like stellar, because the cast, and Denis Villeneuve directed Prisoners, which is one of like probably like a top 50 movie for me, if I'm being completely honest. It's a fantastic movie. It could be even higher. But I haven't seen 2049, which I've heard is like one of his better movies visually.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Which is like a telltale for this. So who knows? West Side Story, I'm excited for. We're kind of just listing everything. There's not much. There's not much left this year.
I know there's more coming to Netflix and Disney and everything like that.
That's what I was about to say, actually. Yeah. Is like, what are the Netflix movies that are coming out? Because I don't think they show up on IMDb sometimes. Do you know any notable ones?
I heard another actually Chadwick Boseman movie coming out on Netflix. It was like one of his last movies before coming out this year, so that'll be interesting. I haven't seen the Five Bloods either, and I heard that was great. So that could be and Spike Lee gets a lot of Academy love for his movies.
Yes, he does. And I just realized that a movie comes out September 16th on Netflix that we've actually seen the trailer for, The Devil All the Time. Robert Pattinson, Tom Holland. Sebastian Stan.
Oh, is he
Bill
in it?
Skarsgård. He is, yeah. And the trailer was like fine. Like, I'm actually kind of excited for the movie just because of the cast, but the trailer was fine.
Yes, I'm excited for the cast. I knew Holland. I'm a big Tom Holland fan. Really into Robert Pattinson right now, especially after that Batman trailer. Dude, I've watched it more times than I can count. But that trailer was whack. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did not like that trailer at all, dude. I was like, I'm good off this, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it's about, so maybe that's my problem. But as of right now, count me unexcited.
I'll probably end up watching it because my girlfriend is obsessed with Sebastian Stan. If you guys didn't know that, she is, and he's in the movie, so I'll end up watching it probably. But Robert Pattinson's cool. Tom Holland, like it's got a great cast. I don't know if they would sign on to bad projects. It's hard to say. Has Robert Pattinson made many bad choices lately? I don't think he has. He was in. I don't like The Lighthouse, but he obviously he liked it. The script and him and Defoe are good in the movie. And then Good Time is great. Yeah, I wanted to mention that movie you like from Netflix, The King. Is that what it's called?
Yes. Him, Robert Pattinson and Timothée Chalamet. Robert Pattinson has this thick French accent, and like, he's only got about 10 minutes of screen time. The dude is brilliant. No lie, when he came on screen, I had to keep rewinding it. I was like, oh my god! I say this line he says all the time. I'm not gonna do my French accent because I was gonna hurt your guys' ears, but like how he says it all the time, I say it to my buddies or whatever. Yeah, he's great in that. If you haven't seen The King, everyone, people say it's like a long movie. It's like 2.5 hours, slow burn. But I love a big medieval type guy movie. It's based off back in the day, England versus France, like knights and everything. And Timothée Chalamet gives an amazing speech in that film. But I think pandemic or no pandemic, I was never that excited for a lot of movies this year. Not like last year.
I hear you. Like, I think if I go back and watch like my anticipated video, it's like it's like the Pixar movies, the MCU movies,
Marvel
which
movies.
The Eternals was going to come out in November originally. It's now in February, I think. But Wonder Woman 84, like, of course, and then New Nolan and New Denis Villeneuve, like those were the ones I was excited for. I was never like New Mutants was never on my radar. I ended up seeing it because it finally came out, and I was like almost thirsty for like a new theatrical movie.
Right.
But like King of Staten Island's a movie I probably like I didn't really care to even see, and I saw it because it came to VOD, and I wanted to see it. But it's a movie that was not even on my radar, and that's the weird thing about this year is this time of year we look ahead and we're like, okay, there's these blockbusters, but these new Oscar movies would be coming out that no one had even heard of in like October, November, December, and those were some of the best movies, like the Best Picture winners sometimes, Best Picture nominees at least, and like I don't think that's going to happen this year.
No, I think I said that in my video. So this is for now. It's obviously going to change. Like my first video I do every year is the 10 most anticipated movies of the year, and I was like, obviously. This was before we were so naive, we're getting so much great things. 2020 is going to be awesome. No, it's going to be complete hell. But during the time, go back to those videos. I'm like, one simpler time, we had to start to worry about seeing new movies and everything. I never was that excited, like, because last year, 2019 is my favorite year for movies ever. I loved so many movies last year. From just the Academy nominated movies or like Endgame and these big epic, just pure bliss. 2019 was amazing. But now thinking about it, I'm like, this whole year, I was like, it's not going to be that good. Next year, we'll pretty much be stacked because everything that got delayed, Yep. But we'll see, man. We will see. TV-wise,
we're going to be stacked next year, too. And there's a lot of TV that I haven't watched. Probably won't still. I might watch The Boys. That don't want to get anyone's hopes up because I'm probably not going to. Just like, there's other movies. Like, I want to rewatch some Nolan movies this week and do a lot of Nolan content, which is going to be the subject of our next podcast. We're back with the Mocksters next week. Christopher Nolan style. Christopher Nolan Mocksters, the entire man's filmography. It's going to be so much fun.
Now it's going to be awesome to like, I'm like now have to watch all of his movies, which I'm excited about. But if you guys do follow us over on the Instagram and the Film Saga podcast, you guys on Wednesdays will post the polls so we can do the voting. Lots of fun doing that. And then Nolan Mocksters next Monday on Labor Day. The video of Nolan Mocksters will drop. Hopefully the movie's good, man. I'm really getting nervous for it.
Hopefully it is. I'm getting nervous, but like just a sneak peek. Obviously, we're gonna do best film. We won't do best director because it's his movie, but we'll think of some unique things for that. And I think that it can go a lot of different ways, especially with maybe scores, which there's a lot of good ones. So that's gonna be really, really, really hard.
Yeah, no, for sure. We can do like best. We'll throw a couple good categories in there. I'm already thinking of a couple because Nolan is a mastermind in his craft. But yeah, man, Nolan, you're seeing it tomorrow. I'm seeing it Thursday. Other than that, anything else you want to touch on while we're still here?
No, I think that this was just a quick little episode. Get one out for you guys. We're still like testing the waters with the podcast. We're only 5 episodes in. We've done some Mocksters episodes. We really enjoy those, but every now and then we're just gonna have like a sit down and talk episode like this one, where we just sit down and talk about what we saw, maybe talk about things related to movies that are coming out. But yeah, not every episode is going to be super, super structured. So I hope you guys still enjoy those. If you're watching the video version, definitely consider hitting the like button and comment down below any future suggestions for content, or what do you guys think of the New Mutants if you've seen it, and are you excited for Tenet? And if you've seen Tenet by the time you watch this, comment what you think down below. But I think that's going to do it for this episode 5 of the Film Saga podcast. Trevor, any last things you want to say, or where can the people find you?
No, man, I'm excited. I'm very excited for you, and I'm sure I'll call you after the movie so I can talk to you about it. And you have to give me your non-spoiler thoughts. I'm very excited to hear about it. Maybe you can just spoil it for me, and then I'll just talk. I'll review it after hearing your thoughts. I'll act like I've seen it. No, August is over. I can't believe it. We talked about it. Like, it feels like it's gone by fast, but like felt so long, you know. But Blu-ray haul today, Monday, when people are listening to this. Obviously, we're doing a live again on Wednesdays, bringing those back. So much fun doing those.
We will have, sorry to cut in, we will have a guest. Don't know who the guest is yet, but we will have a guest for that live stream Wednesday, so stay tuned.
We're very excited for it. And other than that, get on some Nolan content, obviously, this upcoming weekend. Yeah, that's all I really got, man.
All right, well, definitely go over to Trevor's YouTube channel, Film Geeks. Show him some love. Awesome content over there. As for the Film Stock channel, I have a lot of Nolan content coming. I'm going to have a Nolan review out on Monday. If you're listening to this on Monday, the day this comes out, non-spoiler Tenet review coming out after I see the movie. I'll have a Tenet spoiler review a few days later. Christopher Nolan ranking. I actually have a collab with Ryan from Nerdy Blurb TV. If you're listening, Ryan, you're the man. We had a great talk about Inception. What really happened. That was a lot of fun. That'll be out sometime this week. Next week's episode of the podcast. Everything. I'm just excited for this month. Got a lot of new content planned. Probably some collabs with this guy right here, Trevor, if he wants to come on the channel. But we'll save you for October. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, thank you all. If you watch the video version, like I said, consider hitting the like button and comment down below. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, consider giving us a review. And we're pumped for the future. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.
See you guys later.